What up, YouTube? Sid's autograph site here, back in my sweaty ass garage. I'm going to do my haul video for last week. This is for Thursday. I took a trip into Wichita. I hadn't been there in a few months, so I took a chance with the broken down van and went up there, and boy, I tell you, it was hot as hell. I think it was around 100, 103 in the van. I don't have any AC, so it was a lot of fun. But let me start off this video by saying I'm noticing a disturbing trend in thrift stores. I don't really have any flea markets in my area. I think I have to travel about an hour and a half. So that sucks. I really miss the flea markets. I mean, there's little setups that call themselves flea markets, but you know, I don't know. It's not the same. It's like I don't know. It's just not the same. There's 3 or 4 dealers, and it's just not a flea market to me. But I'm noticing a disturbing trend in thrift stores where they're really letting eBay and stuff dictate how they price things. And I mean, it's been slowly creeping, but it's really getting bad. I mean, their stores are now basically thinking of themselves as antique stores. There's one store in particular. I didn't buy anything at this store. I think I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went to 5 stores, and there was one store I didn't buy anything at. One store I don't usually find something at, I found some stuff, so it was kind of weird. But the one store I didn't buy anything at, they had glass cases with bunches of stuff inside the glass cases. They had some record albums in there. They had like a copy of Pink Floyd, The Wall, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Pink Floyd, The Wall, they had a $30 sticker on it. The Jimi Hendrix album, I don't remember what it was. They also had a little stack of magazines. There was a Cracked magazine. There was a copy of Erie, I forget the number. Some other magazines, a copy of Movie World from 1977. And I couldn't really see the prices, so I asked the lady to pull them out. They were all in these bags, not normal comic bags, just some kind of bag. And the Cracked magazine, they had $5 and some change on it. The Movie World magazine was $4 and change, and the Erie is $9.48. So, I mean, normally, back in the day, I would have been able to pick those up for $1 or 50 cents a piece. You know, no problem, all day long. Same thing with the albums. But, you know, it's like everything that they get in now, they check, and you know, it ends up being collectible to them, and it sucks. Pickins were slim. I was really disappointed. I mean, normally I would have had more than this, especially autographed items, but I didn't find many autographed items at all. Very disappointed for going all the way to Wichita, which is an hour from me, you know, and traveling in a van that could, you know, break down any second. So really disappointed. I went out Saturday to you know, my normal stomping grounds here in my area, and I got like basically nothing. I went to 2 or 3 different stores, and it was just awful. It was a terrible week for Pickin. Really sucks. But I mean, I got some nice stuff here, don't get me wrong, but I just could have had a whole lot more if the stores weren't, you know, making antique and collectible prices. So, you know, with all these Pickin shows on TV, with eBay, you know, it's really starting to get harder and harder to find a good deal. But anyway, it's going to be a long video as it is. It's going to be even longer now that I rambled on about pricing. So we need to jump right into this. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first store I went at. This was a Disabled American Veterans Store, DAV. This store, I was able to score some stuff. Now, The store I didn't buy anything at and had all their stuff in glass cases and charging collectible prices was also a disabled American veteran store. So it's really kind of weird that they're that different, you know. Anyway, Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, LP. Love freaking Johnny Cash. I've got so much of his stuff. Love to get his autograph one day. Definitely on my top 100, which one of these days I'll post and you guys can check it out. But this one's got I Walk the Line on here, Folsom Prison Blues, I Still Miss Someone. I love that song. So 95 cents for this. Very cool. Great condition, still has the plastic on it and everything, really nice. This is pretty cool. From Cumberland Recording Company. This is the fabulous Fred Smith, recorded live at Hee Haw Show, Gatlinburg, Texas. He's a comedian. 95 cents. It is signed right up there, Fred Smith. Copyright 1977. Not a real famous guy or anything, but it's cool because it was signed and I like the cover. So, and another Johnny Cash record. This is Johnny Cash at San Quentin. This one's got A Boy Named Sue, I Walk the Line, Folsom Prison Blues. Some nice shots of him there on the back. It's got this "Thanks for Coming to Thoroughbred Country" and signed right there. Nobody. I think this is like a car dealership or something. But anyway, 95 cents for that. Just trying to look for the date on these Johnny Cash records, because I'm curious. Hold on a second. Looks like there might be something in here I hadn't noticed before. It's just got an extra sleeve for some reason. But I can't find the date right offhand on these Johnny Cash records, but they're in great condition. Forget how much I paid for these books. These were at the same store too. I think they were $1 for hardbacks, like 50 cents for soft covers. Not positive. Got this here. This is the Patriotic Manual and Guide for Classroom Observance of Special Days, issued by the Kansas Department of Education. It's copyrighted my date of birth, 1973, which is kind of why I picked this up. Just a bunch of stuff about Kansas and also the different holidays. Here's the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, how to display your flag. So it's kind of neat. The Making of Independence Day, softcover book. $17 when it came out. Love this movie. This is really cool. So found this there. Thought I'd pick it up. G.I. Joe magazine, fall 1987. It's missing the poster though, which sucks, because these are collectible. It's a nice horror article there. It's kind of cool. But I remember going to the grocery store and getting these G.I. Joe magazines when they came out. I was really into G.I. Joe back then. That's cool. Got these Marvel books. These did come with a cassette, but the cassettes were nowhere to be found. But these are Marvel Illustrated Classic books. This is Frankenstein. Full color, really neat art. And these are from 1984. These kind of books that they came out with, these classic stuffs, they never let you know who the artist was or the writer. I have no idea who did the art. I'm not that up on comics to know who did the art. Looks a little bit like Gene Colan, but I'm not even gonna say for sure, so I don't know who did the art on these, but there's Frankenstein, and here's Robinson Crusoe. Again, it's 1984. They don't say who did the art. It's definitely familiar. I just have no idea. It's got some green stains there at the top. Sucks, but these are pretty cool. Found a couple of books on this trip by one of my favorite artists and writers, Mr. Eric Sloan. This is Clouds, Air, and Wind. This book is 4th edition from 1941. But he writes and illustrates all his books. Love his art. This is the first book of his I found on this trip. I don't know. I just really like his art. He's just really cool. Just attention to detail is amazing. And my first signed book, first signed item of the day. This is Harvey Mackay. Signed right there. Signed and inscribed to Stan and Margaret, it looks like. Beware, Harvey Mackay. It might be, I guess that's Beware. I'm not sure why, but Beware the Naked Man. I get it. Alright, so he's an active CEO, internationally renowned speaker, prominent civic leader, marathoner, and #1 ranked tennis player in Minnesota. I think he also owns a basketball team. Wish I had brought my phone out here to look things up, but he's a pretty famous businessman. He's written a bunch of different books. So it's kind of cool to find that. I don't know. I think it was under $10 for everything here. Next up, went to Goodwill and got these books. Hardbacks were $1.99 a piece unless marked. And soft covers were 99 cents. I got this book here, Light from the Shadows Through Charcoal Brushing by Charlotte Bukowski. It is signed and inscribed, dated 1973. Just a neat little book. She's not really famous or anything, but she works with mental patients and teaches them how to draw and express their feelings through charcoal drawings, which is just really cool. It's a neat little book. It's copyright 1969. So it's kind of a neat find. Here's the other Eric Sloan book I found. This is Our Vanishing Landscape, softcover book. Second printing 1976. Again, just the little drawings, little pen and ink drawings are just awesome. He just talks a lot about small towns, history, and people survive in small towns, and way back in the day, and that's what he's most famous for. But he does a lot of nature books and weather books and things like that. But his art's just amazing. That's him right there. Got a Mad Magazine book, Al Jaffe. It's his Just Desserts. Really cool. Love collecting these. Found a couple of these this week. This book's kind of cool. This is Power, Passion, and Pride, How Jimmy Johnson and Number 40 Team Made History, 2006 to 2009. This is the exclusive Lowe's Employee Edition. Comes with a DVD, still in there. Really nice book. I'd get this and try it on eBay for $1.99. Some of these have sold. Out of, I don't know, 10 or 12 that are listed, half of them have sold. Not for a lot, but I figured I'd give it a shot. It's kind of cool. mean, because this is an employee-only book, so. I found a comic book, Steel Mosquito. Yes, sir. I should post this on Poet Skinny's tag video, the worst comic ever. I haven't read it yet, though, so it might actually be pretty good. It's 1993, first printing, black and white. So I can't say it's the worst comic ever until I read it, so it remains to be seen. But it might be. Okay, and I got this book. This is My Land by Martin Caden and James Yarnell. This book's pretty cool. It is signed, I believe, twice. I'm pretty sure that's an autograph, but I'm not 100%. I haven't checked it out yet. So I don't know if it's like a printed thing or not, but I don't think so, not in that color. Pretty sure that's James Yarnell signed it there. But he definitely signed it here. I haven't researched this yet. This says 25 years of good wishes to such and such, and there's a signature. I don't think that's anybody. I just think it's a gift inscription. But it is signed right here by Jim Yarnell. This is copyright 1962. A bunch of aerial photography of the world, basically. Just really nice photographs. James Yarnell is a Kansas native, well known for his aerial photography. He was a professional photographer for 23 years, taking time out to serve as a United States Army combat cameraman in World War II. He is also a licensed pilot. Blah, blah, blah. Published by Random House. He died a few years ago now. But this is pretty cool. Really nice book. That's what I paid for it, $4.99, because it was signed as they put in here. So this is Goodwill charging their collectible prices. I found this book here. This will be going on eBay, My Way of Life. This is from 1952. This is from the Confraternity of the Precious Blood, Catholic religious book. These are some pretty decent on eBay, so figured I'd try it. A couple more signed items. This is Christian singer Michael Olson. Signed right there, signed CD. Very cool. And found a signed record album. This is George Shearing. Famous jazz pianist George Shearing. He's had many, many, many albums. Signed it right there. Very, very cool. Happy to find that. Okay. Trying to scoot this all out the way without making a huge mess. Alright. Now, this was at the Goodwill I normally don't find anything at. Actually found some stuff. This is over 264 instant magic tricks. It's in bad shape. And it's not real. Can't figure out the date because it's in Roman numerals. I don't have my phone to look it up. But here's all the magic tricks inside here. I know it's probably from the late 60s, mid 70s. So it's a neat book. And this is the Amazing Dorian. I've never heard of him, but then I got some pretty neat books. This is from Warhammer, the miniatures game. I paid $1.49. This is Warhammer: The Empire. It's got a bunch of miniatures in here, which is cool. I don't play this game, but I just like looking at the books when I find them. because I would collect the miniatures if they weren't so damn expensive. But it's a tabletop board game, and I believe this is like a scenario that you can set up and play. Normally $20, so I should be able to sell those pretty good on eBay once I take a look at them. White Dwarf. I mean, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, so this kind of brings back memories. But I paid 99 cents for each of these. Some old White Dwarf magazines, which is basically about Warhammer. Look at those. Those are awesome. So this is number 246, July. I don't know the date. Can't see the date right now, and this video is getting way too long. So a couple of old copies of White Dwarf. Then I found some more British stuff. I put a note on this one because the page is tore out, unfortunately. But these are a couple of annuals called Rupert. This is from, obviously, 1968. These don't make their way into the States too often. But there's a 1968 copy, and here's another one. This is from 72, I think, 1970. So it's kind of cool. This is The World of the Wombles from BBC TV. Again, we have Roman numerals, so I don't know the date, but it does have an inscription here from 1976, so I'm definitely going to say it's the 70s. This was like a live-action puppet show over there in England. Kind of like the Muppets. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, books were $1.99. The hardbacks, less price. And I got some autographed CDs again. This is Danny Ortley, Christian singer. I'm not sure if he drew that guitar or not in the middle. I think so. But sign it right there. Bible verse. It's pretty cool. Not big time famous, but and we have country singer Jeff Wood, Between the Earth and the Stars. This one he did sign on the inside. Again, you gotta open up the CDs, check them out. Sign and inscribe there. Stanley, thank you, Jeff Wood. He's a pretty famous country singer from Oklahoma here. Very nice. And the last store I was at was the Salvation Army. Found some record albums. We got Black Sabbath Volume 4. Very, very cool. So happy to pick that up. Got a Smurfs album, Smurfing, Sing Song. It's from 1980. Paid $1.29. Weird ass price for these albums, but. And this is Doug Henning's The Magic Show. This was, I guess, was an on-Broadway type thing or something. I don't know. Some great shots of great magician Doug Henning. I remember he was on TV a lot back in the day. Kind of a picture sleeve here. Trying to get it out. There he is. So happy to get that. Get this damn thing back in now. I'm going to mess it up. A lot of collectible prices in this thrift store for sure. This is the illustrated history of who's who in cinema. That's what I paid. Freaking $5. But this book is badass. It's a huge book, over 400 pages. It basically talks about every movie star in the time period. It's like an encyclopedia. Great, great book. Any fan of movies would love to have this. Looks like 1983. So anybody that was in the films from 1983 on back was in that book. Signed cassette, signed and inscribed by Gordon Harkness. Again, nobody really famous, but cassettes were 49 cents a piece, so I took it. Cool book here. This is the gun. That's what I paid, another $4.99. This is a reprint of a classic book from the 1800s, late 1800s. This is the 9th edition. The first edition of the book came out in 1881. Again, the gun in its development, the classic collector's edition. This is a huge hardback, and it's reprinted exactly like the 1881 edition. This edition is the 9th edition from 1988. But it's really, really cool. I love how they reprint books exactly the way they were back in the day. All the engravings are just as they were. The drawings, the photographs were just how they were. Just a really neat book. I couldn't pass it up. Normally I wouldn't pay that kind of money for something like this, but it's just a really cool book. So, had to get it. Another Mad Magazine book, Incurably Mad. Sergio Aragonés, if I said that correctly. So very cool. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, this is a Dungeons and Dragons book. This is The Ring, the Sword, and the Unicorn. This is a pick-a-path adventure. Second edition from TSR, 1983. Illustrated, very cool. Hoping that'll do well on eBay. This is a really neat book here. This is Wildlife the World Over from 1954. It's just full of photographs, black and white photographs of all different kind of animals. Every animal is represented in here. Paid 99 cents for this. So very, very cool. And last but not least, this is Letters That Have Helped Me. Paid $1.99. This is from the United Lodge of Theosophists. Looks like 1920, 7th edition. This is kind of a Masonic fraternity type deal, which I've had good success selling those types of books lately. Fraternal order type deals. So that's why I picked this up. Alright guys, that's it. 30 minutes long. Sorry for the length, guys. Hope some of you watch it all the way through. But that's my Wichita, Kansas haul. It's not bad, but it could have been a lot better. So a little disappointed. But I will be uploading Saturday's haul, which is 99% just comic books. So any comic book fans will like that one. So that's it for me, guys. Later.